money, 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 money. If that's all you can think about, then trust me, here's 7 business lessons that not only let me repeat success so much more, they give me a good name in the entire space, and it's also gonna fast track your process so much faster, and you will achieve your success so much sooner than you actually expect. So listen up, fellas. The 7th tip is actually the most valuable out of all, so make sure you stick until the end, and there's also a small surprise. But without further ado, here's 7 business rules that I learned from myself. Probably not the easiest way, but I learned them anyways, and I've also been listening to other people. So business rule number 1, everybody knows that, is speed, bro. If you're fucking slow, you already lost the game. You have to think about it like this. If you're self-employed, the competition is actually crazy. You're outside of the 9-to-5 bubble. There's people actually trying to make a shit ton of money, take your bitch, take your house, take everything that you own, because at some point, this is literally how people think. And if you're slow, they will take not only your bitches, they'll also take the money that you were working for so fucking long. So let me put that in different words, okay? I'm not talking about people who are trying to make their first 10K. Making 10K is easy. Whether we're talking revenue or profit, it's the same fucking shit. With 10K, you can't do nothing. Everybody who's doing those consistent 6-figure months, the people you look up to, those, all of them mastered this one thing, which is speed. Anything, everyone in this life, especially people in the 9-to-5, which is something I just realized when I was out of this bubble. Now I'm living in a completely different world, I swear to God, is that everybody's acting slow. Why is everybody acting slow? Because nobody's so interested in actually doing it fast. People just go to their job not because they want to work, just because they have to work. So they don't give a fuck if they finish this task by tomorrow or the week after. As a businessman, the sooner you finish your task, the sooner you climb up the level ladder. The second you go into entrepreneurship, you'll realize life is a fucking game. It's game over if you go broke and you lose all of your momentum, and it's climbing the levels up if you start as a beginner, first 1K day, first 10K day, first 10K month, whatever it might be, until you get all the ladder to, there's actually no ceiling, bro, if I'm being honest. So you just climb up the ladder and you always change that next level. And the sooner you can do those things, those tasks that I was just talking about, acting on speed, the sooner you can level up the ladder. Now let me be a bit more specific when it comes to organic dropshipping. Where do I draw this pattern? Is when it comes to content, products, making choices. The faster you can actually make a choice, the faster you get the data of that choice. Was that a good choice? Was that a bad choice? You only learn by experience. One thing that is super important, acting on speed. You need to be super fucking explosive, bro. Don't read a million different articles. Don't watch a million different YouTube videos. Just go full send, do more content, do more products, whatever it might be. Act speed, speed, speed. If it takes you 1 hour to edit one fucking video, bro, I swear to God, somebody on this earth who's got a fucking dildo in his ass is probably gonna be able to do this video in 15 minutes. So if he's able to do it, you need to achieve the same mindset. Let's just imagine you had a dildo in your ass as well. How could you edit this video in 50 minutes to get this fucking dildo out of your ass? You have to come up with the solutions on speed. So as you guys can see, I'm sweating my ass off right now, and I'm just yapping pure sauce here with my beautiful car in a beautiful spot with the Dubai Marina background. It's actually too dark. I was trying to get the sun down. But rule number 2. Now you might be thinking, okay, he just said do everything with speed, do it faster than you can. That does not mean, you fucking scumbag, to do shit quality. I'm not talking, when I was talking about speed, I'm not talking about do shit quality in a fast amount of time. Do good quality as fast as you can. Build those systems. If one video took you 1 hour, for example, keep that same quality 10 out of 10, but do it faster. Build a system. Maybe add some folders, maybe already save sounds. Like right now, I'm talking super specific when it comes to organic content creation, okay? Business rule number 2 is not only quality, it's also striving for perfectionism, bro. Nothing's ever perfect, but you always have to strive for it. It can always be improved. If it's just 1%, if it's 0.0001%, that is still a fucking improvement. You have to improve. You always have to be better than your competitors, because your competitors, I can goddamn guarantee you, they are chasing your ass. So I believe if you're perfectionist and you always want to make things always better, your business automatically always improves because you want to make everything better. For example, now talking about organic dropshipping, you want to make better content, you want to make better products, you want to have more branding. This is all a very, very positive improvement that will get you a positive ROI. Customers will come back, you will get more customers. You will get new opportunities, maybe with new business partners, because they celebrate your brand so much and they actually think it's a crazy brand. So quality and trying to be a perfectionist has never been fucking a negative influence in my life, I swear to God. So rule number 3 is actually something more emotional and something I want to give you guys along your journey to always keep in mind. Always be good-hearted, never scam people, always be honest and transparent. My entire life, I've always been transparent, honest with people, and good-hearted. There's some people doing some shit around my back and talking shit about my back. They've all got their karma invoice. Karma is coming for everyone, and as long as you just stay to your true path, trust me, you don't have to do any shit. You don't have to go the wrong route. People will come and get their karma. So one thing you always have to do, you have to be on the good side, not on the dark side. Keep chasing loyalty, transparency, and always be good-hearted. This is very important, guys. I really want to stress this because you have to be good-hearted. If you fuck up something, maybe you just want to chase that first small bag, make it 10K, but you do something illegal, whatever it might be, some black hat shit. For example, people do this cancer content on organic. That is fucking the worst thing you can do. This is not good-hearted. You're scamming people. That is not cool, bro. And you will get your invoice at some point. If you want to get your 6 figures, maybe you fuck it all up. Maybe you lose all of your money. So always keep in mind, karma is big and karma is coming for everyone. So be good-hearted so you have karma on your side, bro. As I always did, because I've always had karma, and karma was always doing the job for my enemies and he was getting them out of the game. Like, I'm being for real. So many people in this space have already tried to backstab me. This fucking Russian guy that his name don't even remember anymore because he literally went downhill and nobody knows his name anymore. Then MMC, who's literally been just backstabbing me and getting me out of the community. I've always been good-hearted, which is why my success is still going up rather than down. Keep in mind, I just said speed is important, quality is important, but quantity is something I want to touch on as well. Rule number fucking 4 is quantity. Always do more, no matter what that is. More products, more creators, more markets, more phones, just more of everything. More money, more money, more money, more money. You just don't want to be staying at the same place. You want to go further. You want to go next level. You want to make more money, more bitches, more problems. Everything that it takes. You just have to go more, and it's gonna be so fucking hard, but you have to find a solution and just go through the pain. Trust me, it's always worth it going through the pain. At some point, they have this very nice saying in gym, for example, something that is hard for you right now is gonna be your warm-up in a year, as long as you just keep going. It's the same with business. Something that is hard, that was hard for me last year in Q4, it's easy this Q4. So just keep that in mind. Something that is hard now is not gonna be hard forever. Chase the hard and always do more of everything. Now, this is another thing that is quite deep that I wanna touch on. I just said, be good-hearted, quantity, speed, all those things that improve your business. Now, it's not always about improving your business. It's about improving your own character as well. So what I want to say is mindset is everything. If your business does dog shit, the only thing that's going to save you is not speed, it's not quantity, it's not quality, is your mindset. You are never allowed to quit. And now actually, let me take out some speed out of this speech, because this is super important. And I want all of you guys to actually understand that and manipulate your own brain. Mindset is all you have. You can't control the weather, you can't control shit. The only thing you have genuine control of, and I know this is a fucking rephrased sentence from Andrew Tate, but it's so fucking true, is that you can only control your mindset. Always be positive, always have control over your mindset. There are so many different phases you will go through as an entrepreneur in your entire life. Like, you guys have to imagine, you're now in the present moment, but you will be an entrepreneur. We are all super young. Most of you guys are maybe 16 to 25. You have another 30 years of entrepreneurship in front of you. The only thing that's gonna keep you consistent, disciplined, always chasing that bigger goal is your mindset, which is leading me to the next business rule. This business rule is not about mindset, but it's actually about being a smart street motherfucker. As an entrepreneur, you not only learn all of those things from books, YouTube videos, and so on and so forth. You actually learn it from people who are in this space. So for example, the real source, people actually learn like small nitty-gritty things such as manipulating customers to buy this shipping protection or maybe this upsell bundle instead of this. For example, if on your website you have a 3 bundle option and you pick the middle version, obviously more customers are tended to actually buy this one instead of the first bundle. There's so many small tricks you can actually do and influence your customer to make more money. And in business, you have to be a smart motherfucker. This is the best tip I can give you. Always be that smart motherfucker. Don't let Chinese people trying to scam you for cogs that you can get somewhere else 50% cheaper. Be street smart. When it comes to your website, there's so many psychological things where you can actually trigger customers to make so much more money. Like, I swear to God, any of your guys' website that I would be looking at, I could probably get you 10 more euros, 20, 30% more AOV on your store, just because you don't know about all of these psychological things that will get you more money at the end of the day. So what I want to tell you as next business tip is be a smart motherfucker in all realms. So last tip before we wrap up this YouTube video, which is the most important lesson that has nothing to do with business. It's a rule for life. Time is more precious than money. Keep that in mind. When it comes to things that you want to work on that don't make you money, which are not a money needle making activity, scratch that shit. If somebody wants to meet you who's not having a positive impact on your life, scratch that connection. Always keep in mind, time is more valuable as money. Now, in the beginning, if you're just starting out, I do admit money is more valuable than your fucking time, because your time is worth dog shit. The second you start making money, the second you learn a skill, your time is super important. The only thing that you don't have inevitable amount of is time. There's unlimited money, bro. There's unlimited anything you can get off, but time is limited. Now let me actually draw a more different picture, for example, in the organic space, so you guys actually get what I'm talking about. For example, when there's different group calls going on from different mentors out there, would you rather spend your time with him who's always just giving generic stuff? Would you rather join a group call which is more one-on-one tailored? Like, be very strict with your time. I'm not saying you should be a fucking asshole who denies all of his friends when they want to go in a bar or something like that. Just make sure that when it comes to anything in your life, you always have that in mind. Hey, sorry bro, by the way, now I need to work on this because right now this is more important to me instead of going out. I'm sorry, my time right now is spent more wisely when I'm doing that instead of going out. And trust me, this is super important. How you spend your time. Like there's a principle that I actually came up with, which is connected to opportunity costs, as well as the principle of priorities. Now, let me put that in different words. 3 things that I learned in my life, which made me realize that time is actually super important and how I can manage my time. So first of all, work with a calendar. I know it's fucking hard to work with a calendar. Me and my one-on-one students, for example, I figured out the perfect transition from never working with a calendar to actually becoming a calendar beast. And then second of all, the calendar is super important because most of you guys, you think you're super efficient, effective, but at the end of the day, all you do is just spinning circles with the same kind of bullshit task that is not really bringing you to the next level. Then second of all is setting priorities. Now, let's think in bigger terms. This year, my priority is making money and not going gym, which is why I kind of had to kind of level down when it came to my physique, but obviously I'm leveling up with my business. So you can have bigger priorities such as setting those yearly goals. Like this year I want to focus on business, next year I want to focus on my physique again, and all the way down to smaller priorities. Okay, this product is my priority. I should put my priority into content creation rather than watching YouTube videos. All those biggest priorities that you have, if your biggest priority is making money this year, fuck the gym. If you haven't done shit for your business today because maybe you were in school or university, but your big goal is to make money, bro, I hate to bring bad news to you, but you have to scratch gym and work on your business. I know it's more fun to go into the gym. You have to get your priorities straight. This is always gonna save you so much more time if you actually know, okay, this is my priority, fuck this, I can't go out, I need to work on my business right now. Fuck this product, I can't film for this today because this product is my priority because this is already making me money. There's so many different ways and so many different realms you can think of priorities, which will make your life so much easier and which will also save your time so much more because you will be spending your time on the right things, which bring you to that big goal that you were always dreaming of. And then the last thing is basically opportunity costs. Always think about, is that what I'm doing right now? Actually, for me, for example, my opportunity cost, like my hourly rate is somewhere between 300 to 500 bucks. I mean, if somebody now is gonna ask me like, hey bro, do you wanna chill out? And I know for a fact that there's nothing I'm gonna learn or there's no value for me. So no personal growth, no business growth. I'll think twice. Is it actually worth now losing $500 just for meeting this dude for a coffee? Or for example, if your hourly rate, most of you guys, you have an hourly rate of maybe $10, $15 by the lifetime revenue you've made, and you are too arrogant to reply to comments on TikTok because there's so many comments, so many people are asking on where to get it. Bro, you are born to lose. If you do the math and 10 people buy, you made more than your hourly rate right now. So it's super important that you always have your opportunity costs in mind. If you do this, for example, you have to think, okay, am I actually positive this hour? Or am I more like negative because I've been taking a shit for 1 hour? Obviously, you're not making any money in that time. So to break things down with the opportunity costs, you always have to ask yourself, I have an hourly rate from, let's say, $100. If I keep now replying to comments for 1 hour, 500 comments, probably you will make more than $100 if it's a high converting product. Whereas if you would be spending 1 hour in the gym, and you have an hourly rate of $100, you are probably wasting your time right now. And with that being said, this was 7 super helpful business lessons that I wish somebody taught me in the beginning. I also tried to pick you guys up like my organic guys and give you guys a bit more connection to how actually implementing all those business tips, because there's so many people saying like, hey, speed is important, but as an organic dropshipper, you don't even know what speed means. Like, now I hope I could help you guys just understanding those business lessons and how to actually implement them with the organic dropshipping journey. And with that being said, Q4 is around the corner. Alex and I recently launched our one-on-one coaching. So if you want to get a hand-guided process on either making your first 10K or you want to scale your store from 5 figures to 6 figures, then make sure to check out the link in the description and book a call, and we'll see if it's a good fit.